Welcome viewers. On this historical journey, we delve into the archives to revisit the pivotal moment, the British Togoland. The British Togoland Plebiscite of 9th May 1956. Join me as we unravel the events that shaped the destiny of this region and explore the significance of this crucial plebiscite in the pages of history. Let's step back in time and uncover the untold stories of British Togoland's pursuit of self-determination. If you are new to our YouTube channel, please subscribe, like, comment and share, and if you are already a subscriber, then you are welcome once again. The British Togoland holds plebiscite 9th May 1956. The registration of voters in Western Togoland or British Togoland and the announcement of the intended plebiscite began with all seriousness following the United Nations appointment of the British to carry out plans for it. Indeed, under normal circumstances, the plans and arrangements should have been made by the natives themselves following the rules of democracy, which in this case were simply ignored. One Mr. Ebenezer Espinosa y Prieto from Mexico was appointed plebiscite commissioner to work with plebiscite administrator who was British. None of the many learned Togolese at the time was appointed to serve on the committee of registration officials. In fact, the British governor of the Gold Coast appointed Gold Coast nationals to cross over into Western Togoland to carry out the process. The governor himself and the leadership of the Convention People's Party appointed their own people to carry out the activities relating to the plebiscite. There were two major questions for the plebiscite as follows. Do you, a Togo national, agree that your country should enter into a union with the Gold Coast when she attains independence? 2. Do you, a Togo national, agree for your country to separate itself from the Gold Coast so that your country's independence would be considered later? Your answer should be either yes or no. How does one answer these two questions with a single yes or no answer? Besides, what kind of training were the prospective voters given ahead of the plebiscite? There were many things wrong with both the registration exercise and indeed the publicity given to the plebiscite. The leadership of the Togoland Congress, who acted as spokesperson for the Togoland, complained a number of times about these irregularities to both the UNO and the Gold Coast governor, but all their complaints fell on deaf ears. Indeed, wherever he went with his publicity, the Gold Coast governor insisted that the Togoland must become one with the Gold Coast, which is today's Ghana. In reality, the Convention People's Party, which was not a Togoland political party, also walked into the fray and sent agents into Togo to campaign, rather maliciously, for Togoland to go with the Gold Coast. These agents of the CPP won followers at the time, largely on account of the fact that the people's awareness of the implications of the plebiscite for them was rather very low. This was how the CPP, hiding behind some corrupt chiefs and greedy Togolese nationals, came to influence the plebiscite vote. The UNO General Assembly approved the result of the plebiscite as sent to them in the report of Espinosa's. The Togolese rejected Espinosa's report because, according to the UNO delegates, the areas of Togoland which kicked against the proposed union with the Gold Coast should have been allowed to remain out of it. Countries such as Arabia, Syria, Russia, Venezuela, and some from Latin America spoke against the Espinosa's report on the day it was presented. Sadly, and unfortunately for the Western Togoland, however, the United Nations ratified Espinosa's report and agreed that Western Togoland and the Gold Coast should form a union of friendship and understanding. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, share, like and comment for more hidden historical contents.